Hello, YouTube. It's Keith, Kevin, Ken. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, man, am I doing fine. Just got home from work on March 22nd. And boy, did I have a great package from Spyderco. Actually, from my go-between between me and Spyderco. When you're part of the Collectors Club, you have a go-between. I have a great one. It's Omaha Knives. Check them out online. This, of course, is not sponsored. I pay for every single knife, but they are so great. They never met them on in person. I do email, but they're so great. So give them a shout out. Tell them Keith, Kevin, Ken. Kevin from Keith, Kevin, Ken said hi. So they have a lot of knives there, but man, I don't know if this is available through them, but I am, as you guys know, if you check out my channel at all, a huge Spyderco fan. I have pretty much everything that I wanted from early on, from their very first pocket knife to the ones that I have in this box. I got 3 knives. I'm going to feature this knife first, then tomorrow I'll feature the second, and then, which is a Friday, on Saturday I'll feature the third knife. At first I thought I was going to get 4 brand new knives from Spyderco, and they held back one of them that I can't wait to get, but I'm happy with these 3. Okay. Enough. When they announced that they were doing a new version of the Spyderco ATR at the ready, I just went bonkers. I'm a huge Spyderco fan. This is a wonderful knife. I thought maybe one day, if I was lucky, they'd do a sprint run. This is a production knife. It's ATR. This was designed by Sal Glesser, the founder and owner of Spyderco. He is a wonderful knife designer, one of the best. His son Eric Glesser is another great designer. They have designed some of the most well-known Spyderco knives. The ATR. Now, you'll hear a lot of people talk about the ATR in the next coming days or whatever. I'm going to talk about this knife, but I want to show you something that you won't see elsewhere. The very first version of the ATR. Now, of course, this is the serrated edge version. This was the first one. Full tie. Skeletonized scales, right? Look at the clip. That's also skeletonized. You can see through it. Full tie with S30 V steel. Early knife, S30V steel, just wonderful. Now we'll talk about all of the special things on these knives are on the new one, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. This was the first one. Of course, they had a plain edge as well. Full tie. Then they decided to go all steel for the handle. Same exact design, except the difference. So when these are hard to find. They really are on the secondary market and at premium prices, especially when you get great condition like these are. This is stainless steel handle. You can tell the difference first by the look, but sometimes that'll fool you, especially in a picture somewhere. But also, you see the holes? The stainless steel has additional holes. Plus, instead of S30V, they went VG10 steel on that one. And then they did a blackout version. Okay? Tie, I could only find the serrated. I've seen the other one, the plain edge. Plain edge, oh, S30V, titanium, plain edge, VG10 steel. all steel handle, and then the blacked out version. And now the new one. Oh, I'm so excited to have this. I never thought it would happen. So this is what they did with the new one. Now remember, this is not a sprint run. I thought if this ever came back, it would be in a sprint run. So they did a couple of things because today is today. I literally took this out of the box 10 minutes ago. Okay? So let's talk about this. They have a couple of things that make this real special. It's saber ground, clip point blade. Okay. On the new one, it's S30V steel. So they do have S30V, not VG10 steel. But of course, S30V is a little bit more common, great steel, than it was when the original came out. S30, like I said, S30V steel, Crucible's S30V steel, 3.5-inch blade. The edge is 3.2-inch. It has that forward choil where you could really get up on this. You can also hold it back, but you can get up on there. More like a 20-80, 20% of it's steel, the rest blade. And I love the swedge to take off some of the weight on the blade and for the good looks. And they also had, now this isn't the only knife that has a cobra head. I call it a cobra head. Cobra hood. A cobra hood. But this does. So it has jimping. And it gives you more purchase. And I'll tell you, one thing it gives you a lot more purchase is when you open up by the hole, right? Manual. But it just, as you can see, comes off of the edges. See that? But also when you put your hand up there, gives you good purchase. Has some jimping on it. Now, because in this version, stainless steel liners with textured G10 on the handle. And again, they don't have the 2 rows of holes, but they have more holes than the original. See that? They have a lot more holes than the original, but they don't have the bottom holes. It's a little bit thinner. Remember, they're talking about today. Still have that nice belly. It feels good in your hand, but it's a little thinner. They made this knife for an all-purpose EDC knife and also as a tactical blade. The new one weighs 4.7 ounces. The total size is 8.5 inches total. 4.7, but man, it feels good in the hand. Of course, the liners are skeletonized just like just like the scales, the G10 scales, right? The one thing, and again, this is price as well, that both of these, both the tie, the older tie, and the older stainless steel handles had, attached to it, they had this wonderful clip. Of course, it's not a custom clip because it's a production knife, but you know what I mean. Just made for this knife where the 3 holes on it, the indexing holes on it, match up to make it see-through. I'm sure when they came to the price and everything, they decided to just put the regular clip on it. Tip up, left-handed or right-handed. And it has the compression lock, Spyderco's compression lock. See that? So you have the compression lock, you have the Cobra hood, you've got this wonderful grind, this grippy G10, but not too grippy. It's texture, but not too grippy. And of course, the compression lock that makes it just wonderful. Now, one thing that I thought was a great design, because there were no liners, the scales were it on both of these, the compression lock was on the outside. See it? Which I think actually added to the design. You know, it's a compression lock, but it's outside. You know, you see it working. Isn't that a nice design? I mean, the compression lock is in a lot of knives, and Spyderco is putting it in really a lot of their newer knives, even flippers. This is more of a traditional compression lock that we're used to, with scales on the outside and a lock on the inside. But I do like that, first the design plus the functional, as we know, a very good lock for the compression lock. Kind of miss that in this. And of course the clip is wonderful on these. Again, adding to the design. In this case, it's the regular clip. Spyderco trying not to have the same problem they had when they came out with the full tie and S30V early from Crucible. And then they went stainless steel, but they still had all of the design elements. They even blacked it out. And now this is one that more people can purchase. I'm just happy it's here. You see the lanyard hole, not a big lanyard hole, but you see the lanyard hole. This, my friends, is brand new, hot off the press from Spyderco. It's the Spyderco ATR 2, at the ready 2. Sal Glesser design, all-purpose EDC knife. If you like your knives stylish and bigger, and plus you have the strength of the compression lock on this. I really love it. I hope they do a 3 and a 4. It's one of my favorite knives. I'm happy to have it added to the collection. Oh, hello. It's ready to carry. The Spyderco ATR 2 at the ready is our special knife of the day. If you're enjoying these, if this is the first time that you turn to Keith Kevin Ken channel, don't forget to subscribe, and you have to hit that bell after you subscribe, okay, to turn on notifications. That's the only way that you can keep track. I do this every single day, Monday through Friday. On the weekends, usually, I get a bunch of knives that have something related, and we talk about those. There's like, I don't know how many videos on the playlist, several playlists. I don't know, close to 800, so go check it out. A lot of knives. I really appreciate that. You guys, and by the way, this channel, we just love knives. So if you want huge tech, come here, check out some new knives, some historical knives, and you just have a guy that loves knives, okay? And then you can get the high-tech insider stuff from all the other channels. I must have 30. I must subscribe to like 30 knife channels, so there's a lot of them out there. You guys have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.